Hello, good morning, students. We are going to learn a very important concept, some major concept that is nothing but competence and performance, which is given by Noam Chomsky. So, Noam Chomsky is an American linguist. Noam Chomsky, it is given by Noam Chomsky, who is an American linguist, American linguist, and whose very important book that is the syntactic structures, which was published in 1957. That book gives all these examples. That is syntactic structure became very famous, and one more his book, that is the generative grammar, which is also departure from also structuralists and behavioristic theory. So in syntactic structures he has given very good examples. So here we are going to learn what is meant by the competence and what is meant by the performance. So what is meant by the competence? That is, competence means an ability. What is meant by the competence? That is an ability to produce sentences. Ability to produce sentences, that is known as the competence. And what is performance? That is the use of appropriate sentences. Use of appropriate sentences means here the production of, here the ability to produce sentences, here the production of appropriate sentences. Or the competence means what? Competence is a linguistic rules, a kind of the linguistic rules. But whereas performance is a kind of linguistic application, that is, we can say, linguistic apply or applications. Or one is competence is called, the one is a kind of the sentence. It is nothing but it is a kind of the utterance. One is sentence, one is utterance. Or competence means a kind of the general rules or kind of the grammatical rules. That is nothing but the grammar rules. But here nothing but, it is nothing but that is the appropriate, or we can say that is the appropriate sentence. Appropriateness. So one is a grammar rules, and second goes beyond the grammar rules. So competence means ability to produce sentences. Performance is the use of appropriate sentences. Competence is a kind of the linguistic rules of the language, and performance is a linguistic application, or that is the direct application. Then competence is a kind of the sentence, it is kind of the utterance, it is kind of the grammar rules, it is kind of the application, that is the appropriate sentences or application. So that is the native speaker. Competence is the native speaker's ability to use only sentences or to produce sentences. Means competence is a kind of the, that is the one masters. Competence is, that is the one masters the language. One masters the language. That is known as a competence. And performance is, that is the one produces sentences or apply the language. One produces sentences. That is the one is a kind of the code. It is a kind of the code. That is the competence is a kind of the code. Whereas performance is a act of encoding and decoding. So this is the difference between competence and performance. So one is grammatical correct sentence, but we know that only grammatical correct sentences don't give us meaning. Very famous example given by Chomsky is nothing but colorless green ideas sleep furiously. This is one famous example. Colorless green ideas sleep furiously. This is a famous sentence given by Chomsky. colorless green ideas sleep curiously. So this is the sentence given by Chomsky. You know that colorless, the uh, the persons of the native people, or the people of the native, the people of the native, very soon can understand that ideas are not colorless and ideas can't go sleep. If we can say colorless, then why the word is green? So colorless and green are not matching to each other, and then idea can't go sleep. If they go sleep, then they will go sleep, that is the sound, or will go sleep silently, not curiously. So this sentence is absurd one. So Chomsky has given very good examples, that is the difference between, to tell us the difference between competence and performance. Like this is also similar to Ferdinand Saussure's concept of lang and parole. This is similar to Saussure's concept of lang and parole, but these the terms are the different. So this is the different terms used by Noam Chomsky, one of the modern linguists, and he has given this concept, and that is nothing but competence and performance. He has given very good example, that is the we seemed the ocean this weekend. So here he has deliberately misspelled the word seem as a seemed, and we know that what is the past tense form of the word seem is always sham, not seemed. But such kind of the sentences, sometimes there is a slip of the tongue, we can understand, but native speakers can understand these sentences, but it is difficult for foreign people to understand, and so that's why this is the error in connection with competence also, not performance but competence, and that is nothing but. So very good example he has given, that is nothing but we seem in this wicket, we seem the ocean in this weekend. So this is the example. So here he has used deliberately the past tense form of the seem as a seemed. That is the seemed. This is not correct past tense form. We know that that is the past tense form of the seem must be same. But he deliberately used. And so, but this correction, this error can be identified the native speaker. But for the foreigner, it is not possible sometimes. So this is the error, and so the performance is held down. So due to the competence, that is the speaker is not able to produce the grammatical good sentences. At least he should produce grammatical good sentences. And then second one, he has given one more example. That is nothing, but there is also kind of the example, kind of the we can say error, or kind of the, and second sentence is he has given, that is nothing but flying planes can be dangerous. Flying planes can be dangerous. This is kind of an ambiguity. Ambiguity, you know that ambiguity means fault in style. There are different types of ambiguities in linguistic, in grammar. That is the phonetic ambiguity, grammatical ambiguity, lexical ambiguity, and structural ambiguity. So this is one of the structural ambiguity, because in this ambiguity, ambiguity means the fault in style, or the meaning, there is a problem regarding meaning. So this sentence has the two meanings. Structural ambiguity, this this is ambiguous sentence, and so that's why its performance is not possible easily. So it has the two meaning, paraphrasing. One is that it is difficult to fly planes. This is the one meaning. It is difficult to fly planes. Flying planes can be dangerous. Or second is, that is planes that are flying are dangerous. Planes that planes that are flying that are flying are dangerous. There are so many examples, like or old men and women. First meaning is that only men are women and not only men are older, not women. And second meaning is that both men and women are old. There are so many examples. So Chomsky has given this kind of the sentence, that is the difference between competence and performance. This is the difference between competence and performance. That sometimes there are grammatically correct sentences, but that can't give us meaning. For example, the tiger ate a lot of grass in his dream. This sentence is grammatically correct. For example, see the example. The tiger ate a lot of grass. The tiger ate a lot of grass in his dream. See the example. The tiger ate a lot of grass. This is the tiger. This is the subject. Ate. This is the predicate. Lot of grass. Object. In his dream. Extra part. Adorable. So this sentence is grammatically correct, but it doesn't signify meaning. So this is absurd sentence. Even if it is the speaker has tried to accomplish his competence, like a linguistic competence and communicative competence. So it is linguistic competence only, but it doesn't perform communicative competence. Or there are so many examples that the tree ate the uh, uh, dog, or instead of saying the or the tree ate the goat, instead of saying the goat ate the tree. These are the examples. So this is the competence and performance, and this is given by Noam Chomsky. I hope you might have understood whatever I had discussed. Thank you. We can stop here.